I'm yours truly, the legend himself, Labzy, aka the best motherfucker you ever met in the history of your life, and I can prove it to you even though I shouldn't. The most loyal, the most honest, and the most respected. And our next guest, well, my next guest, is a dancer, also a dance teacher for, I would say it's more in the Afrobeats, kind of like the reggae kind of side as well. We did have Nadia Infusion, was also a dance kind of teacher that does like the Afrobeats, and she also does events and performances and stuff like that. But my next guest is originally from London, and so yeah, we're gonna hear her story. This is also her first podcast after a while, so we are gonna make her feel, because I can tell that she's on the nervous side. Even if she hasn't even come up here yet, she's on site. She's nervous as hell, but we're gonna get there. So, ladies and gentlemen, may I present to you Jamilah, aka Fit Fun Focus.
Hey there, how are you? Afternoon,
Good. How are
everybody.
you? Good.
I'm
How are you? How
good.
is your mental health?
My mental health right now, I'm good. I'm good. If you asked me like 2 weeks ago, I'd be like,
Why? What happened 2 weeks ago?
just work, being a mom, just trying to get stuff done, just life, really. Just sometimes when you're a mother and you're trying to do the best that you can for your kids,
Yeah.
your brain just all the time. And I was just working a lot, so I didn't really have a break. But I felt like this week I've kind of had a bit of a break to myself. So I'm like, this is good coming into the Christmas season.
That's right. Yeah.
Yeah, absolutely.
Has the Christmas season been a bit on the busy side as well, because presents for the kids and stuff?
Yeah, it's only been busy only because of work and stuff like that. Because I do, as much as I'm a dancer, I also have a second job as well to cover bills too. So I've been busy out doing that, and also running kids around and doing their sports, and they have their awards and assemblies and all of that sort of stuff. So yeah, or it's just life really. But lately it's been really good this week. So yeah, I'm really happy.
No, that's good. And I've always loved your energy, Jamilah. I've always loved it.
Thank
Like
you,
I've always,
thank you.
even with through the stressful times that you go through on a day-to-day basis, you still have that energy to really just glow. So I
I
appreciate
put that down to my parents. For my family.
that.
Grew up in a crazy family.
But at least, hey, at least it it always tells a story. You know what I mean? It
Yeah,
also tells us how unique we are, where that comes from. You know what I mean?
100%.
So
100%.
now I do want to speak on your journey as a dancer, and just remind everybody, what genre of dance do you do, and what do you teach?
So, really, I am a Zumba instructor, like licensed Zumba instructor. And from Zumba instructing, I was employed by a company called Kboard Fitness, and she did like funky sort of house, like hip hop sort of stuff. So then she taught me that type of thing. And then I met a whole heap of people, another lady, Mina, and she did Afro. So I hadn't done Afro until I came to Australia. And she taught me Afro, and we did went to go and do a festival and also did a wedding. And that's where my whole Afro sort of histories, the background started. So I just fell in love with it. I was like, this Afro is amazing. I was told by people from London about it before it got really big here. I was like, yeah, no, I'll stick to dancehall, hip hop, and things that I like. But once I started hitting the Afro, I was like, nah, I'm hooked. So I teach like a bit of Afro, a little bit of hip hop, like funky sort of hip hop, old school sort of stuff.
Mm.
And then the Zumba. So Zumba is like a mixture of salsa, the Latino sort of side. I mix a bit of dancehall in there, a bit of hip hop in there, around reggaeton, just a bit of everything, and just make it fun. That's about it, really. Yeah.
I like that. So, what was it about the dance that made you want to be like, you know what? I want to do Zumba. I want to be a teacher. I want to teach people how to enjoy being themselves and being fit at the same time, as well as being in the present of getting lost in in dance.
Oh my gosh, that's a big story.
I got time. Believe me, I got time.
Oh my God. So it starts from when I was back at home in London. So I'm from London, and dance and music, let's just say, is a background. So my dad was a musician back in the day. My mum's a gospel singer. My family, and like lots of my family, are the drummers, singers, sax players, like whatever. Like I've got a history of family that. So I grew up in that. Dance became more of my thing as a mental thing when I was younger. Any music I would hear, I would just put the headphones on and dance. It started from primary school, that I started doing like little things in primary school. And then my sister and another friend of mine, Nicola, and my sister Roxy, we were asked to do a dance for a performance for one of my mum's friends who was in the gospel, who was a gospel singer. So we practiced and practiced that. We won it was like a competition, won the competition. So that got me going. But from then on, dance was my thing. But I never ever thought I would be an instructor. I was actually a little bit in shy. I was like, I didn't think I was good enough years ago. So until I came to Australia, I didn't really dance. It was just something I used to do in my living room, in my kitchen, that type of thing. It was nothing big. I wasn't teaching. And then a friend of mine brought me to a Zumba class on a Wednesday. And I needed some. She goes, girl, this Zumba class is not like any normal Zumba class. It's like hip hop is our type of thing. I was like, whatever. And this girl that I knew, she was from London as well. And she was living here, and she dragged me there. So I went to this class. I was like, damn, this is sick. This is my type of people. So there were like 5 girls that were dancing, and they were called the Gold Coast Zumba class, Gold Coast Zumba. And so then they asked me, you should join our team. I was like, nah.
Yeah.
Had 2 tickets by then. I was like, nah, I can't do that. I'm too shy. I've never been on stage. I've never done that. My mum's done, like, done this stuff before, but I didn't think I was good enough. And I, no, you're really good. So I took the instructor course. It wasn't until like a year later I, had the guts to actually get up on stage, because they pulled me on. They're like, right, we're going to throw you on stage and you're going to dance. I was like, oh, I don't know the routine. And it doesn't matter. So like the girl, Paula, who was in charge, she's like, all right, guys, Jamilah's going to get on stage. She doesn't know the routines, but she's going to have a go anyway. Oh, that is when I got on stage. I was like literally shaking. And I went, this is the best thing in my life. Oh my gosh, I've got to keep doing this. So one of the instructors said, look, I've got a class that I'm giving up. Do you want to take it? So I was like, okay. I was like, yeah, I'll just take it. So it was a class. It was on every Tuesday. She taught me the routines, all the routines, the music and everything. And then from then on, I just kind of kept going. Like I had one class, and I had another class, and then Keyboard Fitness also took me on board and taught me other things as well outside of Zumba. But she taught me how to be a proper instructor. Like, and Zumba teaches you, but this lady Kelly, she really personally for free taught me every single way of how to instruct properly, and where people would understand it, and where beginners would understand coming into a class and they feel like, oh, I can actually do this. So that's where I started. And then as time went on, I just had more classes, and because it made me feel better, because I was in a bit of a dark hole before I actually started becoming an instructor, it's helped me to become myself again, to really find myself again, to feel free. And I noticed as well with other people, when they come to a class, they just can let go of whatever's going on in their life and just be themselves, especially mothers as well, I noticed. So that's where I was like, okay, I've got this. I want to do this all the time. So it just got bigger and better. And then people from Brisbane like got hold of me and said, "You want to do this?" And then I got to dance for like AFL, and it just got bigger and bigger and bigger. I started dancing for all of these different things. So I went from being an absolute amateur here in Australia to doing so many different new things, yeah, that I never, ever, ever, ever thought I would ever do. The only one person who knew I would was my mom. My mom was like,
Yeah.
"Nah, we're gonna be a dancer." I was like, "Nah." She was, "Nah, you're gonna be a dancer." I was like, "Nah." And then here I am. I'm doing stuff that she pretty much used to do. Yeah.
Okay, no, I love that. And well, I was just going to ask you about support when it comes to like family and friends. And so you would say that your mother was the biggest support system, but did
Biggest.
she expect you to go to a different country than to
No,
stay in? Well, see,
no.
yeah,
So I was a typical Londoner that I wouldn't even leave my area. So I was
yeah,
from Northwest London, and there was no way I was leaving London. I said it. Even my dad used to say, "Let's go and live in Africa." I was like, I ain't moving to Africa. I'm moving here." But then I met a guy, and then I fell in love, and I moved over here. So no one ever believed that I was even leaving. Even when I had my passport and everything was sorted, they're like, "She's not going. She's not going." So no, no one really knew until I left. But they still supported me, no matter what I wanted to do, because I was the shy girl, of the family, just like stayed behind everyone, just
you were
didn't really
very
do anything. Still
introverted.
outgoing.
Mm.
Yeah, still outgoing. But was very scared to do a lot of things. So for anyone to see me take off to another country,
Yeah,
like, yeah, hold on a sec. So I inspired a lot of my family and friends in the UK to come over here. So yeah, my mom was my support system. My sisters were supporting me. Um, my dad, yeah, not so much. He was all
yeah,
about, making sure you get a job that gives you some money.
yeah. Of course,
Um,
because these bills got to be paid. Let's be honest.
yeah, he just wanted me to have a proper job. Really, he wanted me to be in like what do you call it? In medical. And I was like, yeah,
Yeah, or anything that's like a safe, secure job
very
in a way.
secure job. That's what
Yeah,
he
yeah, yeah,
wanted.
yeah.
But otherwise, no, I had a lot of support. Mainly it was my mum. She always, always, always said that's what I was gonna do. And also my big cousin as well. So she's not like my second cousin, but she's in her 60s, and she's always been like auntie or a mentor to me. So she as well also like supported me from day one. Yeah.
Wow. No, I
Yeah.
love that. And it makes and I feel like it makes it a bit more easier when you do have that support system because there are a lot of people that I've even interviewed myself and they believe they're like, yeah, no, I don't really have much of a support system. Grew up in very, very like bottom, like the ghetto, we'll say, and we didn't know what support was and these types of things, and but they still found a way to just do what they love doing and then they found success after that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And what I think when especially hearing you, like I think it means a lot more to the creative when you've got the people who brought you to this world encourage you to do what you want to do. And because I think one of the biggest fears that every creative has to battle is fighting the people who brought you into this world, because you want to listen to them. You want to, because as a kid, you trust them because, they look after you and these types of things. So you think that they're always right. But then you have this thing in your soul where it's like, no, we need to go this way.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need to go this way to really fill up our souls. Like our soul is like a cup, right? And what we love doing is the thing that's filling up that cup.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I love how, like, people, you do have that support system, but then they didn't expect you to go to a completely different country on the other side of the planet as well, by the way. And because you're based in Brisbane, aren't you?
No, I'm on the border of New South Wales and Queensland. So I'm in
Right.
Tweed Heads. So
Okay.
literally the border's
Country
there.
girl?
I mean, I'm like 5 minutes drive from the border from
Oh,
Queensland.
wow. Would that be in
Yeah.
the country area?
Oh, it's not really on the country. It's like, I don't know if you heard of Coolangatta. What's after Coolangatta? Kira. There's where the Gold Coast Airport is. Near there.
Right.
I'm like 10 minutes drive from the Gold Coast Airport. So I'm not far.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
So now, so why Australia? I mean, you could have went to Canada, you could have went to the US, of course, because obviously that's big in with dance and stuff like that. What was it about Australia that really caught your attention, and Brisbane specifically, to make your soul be like, no, you need to go to Brisbane?
I wasn't even thinking of coming to Australia. It's because I met
Okay.
a guy. It was my children's father who
Right.
I've met in London, and
Hmm.
we got on really well. And then he proposed to me in London. We were going to stay in London, but it just didn't work out. So I decided to come here. So I came here, didn't know nobody. Now, coming from London that's completely multicultural and
Yep.
going to an area where there's hardly I felt like
Yeah.
the black sheep walking amongst white sheep. It was, but now because I've been here for so long, like
Yeah.
everyone knows me. It's like home. But that's the whole reason why I came to Australia. I would have never ever thought of coming to Australia. The only thing I
Yeah.
knew about Australia is watching
Here we
Heartbreak
go.
High,
Uh-huh.
Blinky Bill,
Yes.
what was it, Neighbours, and Criminal
Yes.
Way. They were
Uh-huh.
like the four things that I religiously watched in the UK
Okay.
about
Shout out
Australia.
to Blinky Bill. People seem to forget about Blinky Bill.
Oh, that was my jam. I
Oh
was like
man.
putting it on. Was it Channel 4 in the mornings watching Blinky Bill?
It was Channel 2 for us.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
And yeah, because when you speak of multicultural, because here in Melbourne, here, because where I'm from, we're multicultural. Like we've
I
got
know.
basically
I went
everybody.
there in
Yeah.
February for my
Yeah.
birthday. I was like, I want to move to Melbourne. Not yet.
Okay.
Maybe one day. Maybe one day. Yeah.
The thing is, you just got to get used to is the weather not making any sense. That's the only thing you just got to get used to.
London weather though, isn't it? That's like London weather's
Yeah. Do
like
you feel
that.
like London's
It's
kind of the same as the Australian
up
weather?
and down, 100%. Like
Okay.
London is 1 minute it's hot, next minute it's raining. You're like, what happened?
Yeah.
Had my shorts on, next minute I got my jacket on. I'm
Well,
cold
in
again.
Melbourne, it's four seasons in one day, so
Exactly.
you need to make sure you
London's the
have
same.
pants as well as
Yeah,
like a
yeah,
skirt underneath, as well as like a t-shirt with the jacket on as well, the thickest jacket you can find. So that way, ten
exactly.
minutes later, you'll be able to take it off. So that way, you got your
Yeah,
t-shirt.
yeah.
So yeah, it's
Exactly the
ridiculous.
same. No,
It's
I'm used to
ridiculous.
it. So used to it. It felt like home when I went there.
Yeah. So now becoming the instructor, right? Would you say that you still have to kind of learn different moves yourself in order to share it with the rest of the class as well?
Yes, you're always learning.
It's like an endless
It
kind of
never stops. It's like
yeah.
life. You're always learning. You're always trying to update. It's like with anything, really. You need to learn the new things, technique, understanding, even just keeping up your fitness. If you're not up to date with stuff, and trust me, there's times where I haven't done something for a while, and I'm like, oh my gosh, you lose that momentum. You lose the fitness. Lose the style, the understanding, and even when you go to instruct your
Mm,
class, and you haven't really practiced yourself or keeping up with technique, it's not the same. You want to be the best that you can be in the class, to instruct the others because they're the ones learning from you. If you don't know
mm,
what you're doing, what's the point?
yeah.
But saying that as well, they feel normal too. If you don't know, there's been times in class where I've completely gone blank.
Yeah.
No lie, gone blank,
Yeah.
going, what am I doing? And the next bit, just like moving. I said, all right, just keep moving until I got it again. So, but then they feel normal because, like, if the instructor gets it wrong, that it's okay to be, to get it wrong. Nothing needs to be perfect. But as an instructor, you gotta be, yeah, you gotta be on point. Absolutely, 100%.
It's like the responsibility as well.
It's our responsibility. Yeah, yeah.
Mm.
You've
Because
gotta.
yeah, because you're keeping up. Obviously, you're helping them keep up with their fitness as well as especially when it comes to memory. When you're doing specific dance moves and you're the one that's you're trying to say, okay, let's do this, and now we're gonna do this, and da, da, da. And now it's like you're training their brains to really be more sharper to keep up
Yeah.
with you in order for for the class to run smoothly. Now when it comes to say is there have been sorry excuse me have there ever been moments where you see maybe like one or two people on the slow side when they're trying to keep up with everyone else, and if so, do you kind of invest a little bit more into those people to help them kind of bring themselves back up?
Sorry, say that again. I just had a call come through and I had to like delete it. So ask the question again. Sorry. My
No, that's
bad.
okay. So when it comes to instructing, and you do see some of the students or well, clients will say that are kind of like on the slower side, and they try to not struggle to keep up, but just kind of
Yeah,
like they're doing their best to try to keep up, but their
yeah,
fitness is not that great.
yeah.
Do you kind of like invest your time a little bit more into them as well to try to help them basically be with the class?
I will in the beginning, because
Hmm.
obviously some of my classes like 30, at least about 30, maybe less. And in the beginning of a class, I'll express to people, all right, I will go slow for the first part, and then I'll gradually get faster as well. I'll explain in the beginning of the whole class too that do not worry about having to get the moves as long as they start with the feet first, then gradually incorporate the arms. If you don't know the move, what do? You just do your own thing. But if they decide, and I can see in the end that they really want to learn and learn something, yeah, I'll make time for them, definitely, and go over stuff which has happened before. So I didn't get this or I didn't get that, or in the middle of the class, after a dance, and I've noticed most of them struggled. I'll quickly for like 30 seconds say, okay, there was this move that you guys I noticed were a little bit unsure of. This is what it is. Or even before I start the dance routine, I'll show them first and then they get it. Yeah. There's actually a routine that I've did with my new classes, and it's a song by Daneo from London, and his new song is called Nights Like This, and he's got like a little routine that he's been doing in London. So I've been teaching them, but I've been doing it like I broke it down to make it a little bit easier, and it's fast, it's quick,
Mm,
it's like this, it's really really quick.
yeah,
And there's people 80 from 18 to 80 that nailed it, like
yeah,
absolutely nailed it. So I find if I show them beforehand, even twice, they'll get it eventually. And as I repeat the song every single time, they'll get it. I just make them feel comfortable and not worry too much about it. But I will give them time, 100%, so that they feel like they can do it. Yeah.
yeah. I love that. Now, I want you because I think because we have spoken prior before this interview, of course, and even we've exchanged voice messages as well. But I do want to ask this question again because the viewers need to hear this from you live.
Yeah.
How do you feel when you've got dancers coming to you and saying Jamila, I love your classes. You made me feel so much better about myself. I feel so free. I feel like the better version of myself, like, and so on and so forth. Like, how do you feel when you've got clients or students that you are responsible for them to make them feel better about themselves?
I feel like my job is done. Now, as you know,
Hmm.
God is number one in my life, right? And that's the
Absolutely.
whole reason to what life is and what's made me even go to this path in the first place, which I haven't spoken about.
Yes.
So I feel like my purpose has been fulfilled in that area. For them to just to say, you make me feel better about myself, I can go about my day. I feel like I've done my job. My motto is, if I can just make even just one person, because one person makes a big difference, one person walk away feeling like they can achieve their day, whether it's for the next hour, whether it's for that day, whether it's for that week or for that month, or even for the year, or wherever long it is, that I've been able um to help them in any sort of way, just to be able to go, I've got this, I can do this. My job is done. I don't want the credit. I just want you to feel good.
Yeah.
If I just gave you a sense of being, or left a seed within you that will grow and make you feel loved and worthy and strong or confident, like I feel, yeah, feel like my job's done. That's it. That's all.
I love
That's
that.
it.
No,
Yeah.
I love that. And then would you say that makes you feel better as well, like mentally as well, because you are
Yeah.
responsible for making someone's day, and that's made your day too.
100%. I start crying sometimes. I'm like, oh my God. I don't feel everyone's emotions. I'm crying and I'm like, oh my gosh, it is. Yeah. I'm so sensitive about everything. Anything joyful, anything like, yeah,
Yeah.
upsetting, I'll cry with you. Yeah, I would definitely feel good after that. 100%.
No, I love that. And then now I do want to talk about faith because you just said that you are a big woman of faith, right? You are a woman of God, right?
Yeah.
And I'm a man of God myself, right? Now, when it comes to difficulties of the journey, 'cause, well, I mean, because obviously you said you're a mother yourself and you're trying to balance everything from the dancing and moving from one country to another and
Yeah.
these types of things. How do you keep your faith? How do you stay faithful to God, especially when you don't know where you're going sometimes?
Number one, as soon as I open my eyes, I'll say a prayer. It'll be gonna be a simple prayer, a prayer of gratitude. I'll read a scripture every single morning without a doubt, every morning. And just even if it's for 5 minutes or 10 minutes, and I know sometimes I rush or I get out of bed, but if I give that moment just to pray for the day, for
Mhm.
myself, for my children, even for work or people that come into work, I feel that helps me, number one. The other thing is as well, I listen to pastors like podcasts all the time. I could be washing up in my car just to do that as well. That's another thing that I do. Um, One thing I've been a little bit slack with lately, which is really need to start doing again, is sitting down, just really sitting, even if it's for 15 minutes in silence, and just journal and just like write down my scriptures, and then I find I get like a download of things that I need to understand or I need to know, or whatever God wants me to do, it will come down through that. That's how I started dancing. Like
Mm.
without God, I would not be doing this today. Like he gave me the insight and the purpose and the understanding and the vision. Otherwise, I remember when I got it, I was like, me?
Yeah.
Me? No,
That shy introverted girl, and you want me to do this? Okay.
no. But it will happen. Everything just flows. And when
Yeah.
things are hard and you keep praying and lean on him all the time and not worry, like everything just goes really well. People will come into your life when they're meant to, whether it's just for a month or 2 months or for 10 years, like, the right people will come into your life to help you along the way in the path that you're meant to take. Yeah. And help others through that too. It's not just about
Yeah.
me. What I do is meant to help others and help the community and help people. So
Yeah, and I agree with that. And I think what we do as creatives as well is that we do it for ourselves, but for the most part we do it to share our gift to the world. And that is another way of saying that that's how we serve,
yeah,
right? That's how we serve to the people because the gift that's in us is supposed to be, yeah, it's a part of us, but it's for the world that we need to serve to. That's what that
absolutely.
is, right?
100%.
and when
100%.
it and when it comes to sharing the gift to the world, look, not many people will understand it, not many people will, will like it, but in my previous encounters, obviously with other people, obviously with guests on my show, I've said to them that the right energy will attract it, and the wrong energy will go away on its own. You know what I'm saying? So we don't
Yeah.
have to worry about who we're trying to attract. We just have to be the attraction.
Yes, absolutely. Be the light. We got to be
Yeah.
a light, just like in the Bible it says, be the light on top of the mountain. You be that light where you attract those others to come towards you and be
Hmm.
the best of themselves, knowing that, okay, that's the light, that's the direction I need to go. I need to keep going. And you'll be the one helping those people to pull them up towards the light and be that light with you as
Hmm.
well. Do you know what I mean? So yeah, you've got to be that light. Like, e- even bad people will be
Yeah.
attracted to your light as
Yeah.
well. There'll be that
Yeah.
reflection of something that you kind of need to be aware of. Could be a test, or it could be something that's not meant to. But
Hmm.
also having faith and having discernment will let you know as well
Hmm.
whether that's right or wrong. Do I go this way or do I go that way? Like, you'll
Hmm.
come to a crossroads sometimes. And if you're not I find if I'm not in the word, that discernment isn't as strong. And then you kind of go kill a little bit and you're like, hold up a sec, this doesn't feel right. And
Yeah.
then you come back on, and then you just know, you'll just know which way to go. And also those people as well will then follow you, because you being the light, if you're going one direction, those other people also follow you that way, and you want to lead them into the right direction as well. So
Yeah.
yeah, we gotta, I think that's where it comes down to health spiritually, looking after your spiritual health as well as your
Mhm.
physical health, and
Yeah.
therefore you will also, you I don't, you give that to other people as well. Like, it's interesting.
Yeah. It always, and I've always loved how spirituality, especially when it comes to faith in God, of how it will just align with what you're doing. Everything
Mm,
will just align on its own.
yeah.
You know what I mean? And especially when it comes to people or specific moments that happen, or it's just crazy. And what I've always found very interesting about faith in God and is that you are doing when you're literally walking on God's path, you are going to get blessings that you didn't even ask for.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Next,
Tell me about blessings that you did not ask for while you were walking with God.
gosh. Blessings I did not ask for the whilst I was walking with God.
Mm.
Really, one was the dancing, but it was also the people within that. One was K-bod fitness. That
Hmm.
just came along. I did not even want, but I
Hmm.
knew I had to go in that path. Um, Certain people that I've met as well through hardship in life, people just kind of come in, not realizing these people that you actually need to get through the storm that you're about to go through.
Yeah.
Um, oh gosh, so many little things, I think.
Mm.
And it's more through people, just my community, more than anything. It's more little things, could be financial stuff. Someone helping me with my kids, or
Mm.
um, I don't know, like, even just like you ask for something big, like you wanna, like with one of my dancing and stuff I've done, uh I always wanted to be like my mum, right? Like my
Hmm.
mum's like, she's sung for thousands of different like celebrities, like Madonna, P. Diddy, Celine Dion, God, like the list goes, like so many different people.
Mm,
Boyzone, oh my gosh, so many people. And I
mm,
was watching that from like a little girl and seeing her do all these things and having the past, and I was like, I wish I could do that stuff, but I was too scared. Then
yeah.
all of a sudden, it happened to me. Like someone said, "Oh, I want you to do this. I'm going to give you a pass backstage VIP," and I'm like,
Okay.
like I know
Okay.
it's materialistic, but it's just the fact that it for me. It was a big thing. I've like passed a point where I wasn't scared anymore to do something that I loved. It wasn't about materialistic things and doing things for people that are, celebrities only. It was just being able to past a point in my life that I never thought I'd be able to go, then now I'm actually doing and fulfilling something that I enjoy. Um, yeah, I don't know. It's all different little things, I think. I can't even name many of them. Yeah,
Yeah.
a lot of them are very personal, but
Yeah.
yeah, so much stuff.
And it's
Yeah.
amazing, and it's amazing how, again, like just little blessings like that make a huge difference
Yeah. Oh,
in
even me going to the
even.
UK, going back home. There's been
Yes.
times like, one week my dad was not well. He's now passed, but I found out whilst I was at work that he was sick, like had a
Mhm.
tumor, and didn't have the money to just quickly get on the plane and go. And I just had an intuition that I was like, "Oh, I need to go home."
Mhm.
So my cousin said, put on a GoFund and people will probably help you out. Within 2 days, I had money to get on a flight there and back and go and see my dad. And I was there for like two weeks in London with him. And that was a miracle. Like two
Yeah.
days, boom, I was on that plane straight to London, being able
Wow.
to see him before he died and just be with my family. That my dad was Basai. My dad was Muslim and he was a big man of God as well. And when
Yeah.
I told him what happened, he was just like, "What?
Mm.
Really?" He couldn't
Yeah.
he couldn't believe it. He
Yeah.
said, "All these people helped you. People from Australia and in the UK, people from like primary school, high school, my old work, and people here." It was just that was probably one of my biggest blessings. I couldn't believe it. I was like,
Yeah.
yeah, that was amazing.
Wow.
So yeah. So when you
Wow.
believe in something, truly, truly, truly believe in something,
Yeah.
lean on God and it will just happen. It will
It
just
will.
happen. Yeah.
Absolutely. Now, when it comes to the kids, like, would you want them to kind of dance as well, or let them be? Because I don't know, because I feel like they'll see mum just dancing all the time, and they'll be like, "Why is mum dancing all the time? What's
Oh,
happening?"
it's normal. It's normal. Like they're used to me dancing, but sometimes I'm like, "Mom, why are you doing that? Why are you doing
Yeah,
that?" But lately, my son's been showing me, "Mom, have you checked out this new dance?" And he'll do things. But my children don't like to be in the limelight. They don't
right.
like. They like to do things behind with their friends and stuff. They don't like to be in the limelight. So my daughter used to do jazz and tap,
Ah,
in a professional like school, and she really enjoyed that. But then she stopped. And now they do Muay Thai, but like I just want them just to do what they enjoy to be more than anything. Like my boy's into basketball and loves cars,
mm-hmm,
basketball, cars, and gaming. And then my
mm-hmm.
daughter loves, and they both love sports. My daughter loves sports. She loves fashion, interior designing, art. Yeah, she's an amazing artist. So I just want to help them along their path or what
Yeah,
they want to do. They still love to dance, but
mm-hmm.
they won't be, I don't know. We'll see if they want to start doing professional dancing or something like that. If they want to do that, then so be it. If not, it's okay.
Okay.
Up to
Would you
them.
teach them? You would obviously teach them how to dance if they asked you, obviously.
Yes, yeah. Well, they
Okay.
used to go, no, I don't want to learn anything. But my daughter lately, we did like a flash mob 5, 6 months ago. I can't remember.
Okay.
And one of her best friends joined in, and she's like, "Mom, could you come to my school and like teach our school?" I was like, "Oh, I can't because there's another teacher there." But yeah, for her to say that, that was big. I was like,
Yeah.
"No one wants me to come to her school." I'm not
Hey,
even an embarrassment anymore
there you
because
go.
children don't want you to do anything in front of their friends. No, no,
That's yeah, that's
no.
yeah, that's true.
It's just
Oh
a little
man,
thing.
just a little thing, yeah. But I'm very sure that especially your daughter, would definitely appreciate what you're doing,
They do.
and I think and I think that what you've also done is that it's also the lead by example. Obviously, as a parent, where they see where the kids will see the parent do what they love doing, will encourage them to do whatever they love doing because they know how what it feels like to maybe be shut down by society, be like, no, I'm going to do it anyway.
Yeah,
You know,
absolutely. Absolutely.
yes, and
Follow your
that's what,
path.
yeah,
Yeah.
and they have to because, and I was saying this in my previous interview as well, is that we're all born with a gift. I mean, we are more than the 9 to 5 following society like sheep. Nah, we have this gift that God gave to us, and it
Absolutely.
has a purpose, whether if we understand it or not.
Yeah.
And we have to use God as much as we can in order to basically be on His path to make a difference in the world.
Yeah. And
That's what it is.
also, a lot of people ask, how do I
Mm.
find this gift? How do I know
Yes.
I'm on the right thing? Someone said to me, they
Mm.
said to me, what is the most easiest thing that you can do every day without you even wanting to get money out of, that you find very easy to do?
Yeah.
That is the one thing that's your gift. That it doesn't have to be a particular job, but it's what you give. One, what is it that you do the best, that you love, that you could do any day of the week, and you would do it even without anyone giving you $1 million or whatever. I
Yeah.
was like, that's a good point, and it's
Mm.
so easy. Yeah,
Yeah, and I agree with that. It is the look. You just got to find something that you know how to do with the least amount of effort. With
yeah,
the least with
absolutely.
the like if something that you normally do and you don't realize that not many people can do what you can do, then that's another indication that you do have a gift, and sometimes it comes out whether if you realize it or not.
Yeah,
And that's
absolutely.
when you're like, okay, well, and and that's when, like, a lot of people get confused on, what do I do with this? Like, they get this little gift and they're like, okay, well, what do I do with this? Or what do I do? Like, what's the first step or whatever? It's like, well, figure out how do you experiment with this gift, what works, what doesn't, and see what it does can actually serve into the world.
Yeah,
And how and then as you keep doing that, you the most biggest rewards you will get from God, not anyone else.
yeah, absolutely.
Because while we do what's possible, God will do the impossible.
Mhm. Tremendously, and he will triple it. Like
Yeah,
you'll be like, oh, I just want this thing, or I just want to do this, and you do this one thing, but because you've been obedient to what it is you
yeah,
need to do,
yeah,
he'll give you like way more than what you even
mm,
expected. Way
yeah,
more. 100%.
yeah.
Like
Well, in your case,
I found with me, because I'm a waitress as well,
mhm,
and I found through, because I never thought before coming in that I would be doing waitressing. I'm like, nah. But I found through that, through service, I love the fact that people come into this place, and you obviously got to love your job too, but
of
come
course,
into this cafe and I can serve them as if they're in my living room, make them feel good, relaxed and chilled, forget about the world, and just, just be, and be, be at ease, at calm. And that's when I found, I was like, actually, this is what I love. And I love people, talking to them, making them feel good, making them smile, give them a hug when I can.
yeah,
That's the one thing I do to every single one of my people that come to my class. I'll give them a
yeah,
hug. Hug
yeah,
every single one of you. You're
yeah.
all worthy.
Of
Not gonna
course,
leave
yeah.
any of you out. Yeah.
Yeah,
I just want to
because you don't
serve.
want to
Yeah.
be yeah, because you don't want to be that person that just hugs a few people and then stop. It's like, no, I'm hugging all of y'all. To be
All of
honest,
you.
all of
Hold on.
you.
Absolutely. You're
Yeah,
all special in every single way. And when they
yeah,
do, they're like, oh, that was nice.
yeah,
Weird. Some people, I've actually had some people come and go, and they're like this. It's like, all
Yeah,
right, let's do like a little fist punch or
yeah,
elbow or whatever it is, or a high five. I'll do that as well.
yeah,
So I'm open to anything. I won't get offended. Yeah.
yeah. No, that's good. Well, and then going back to what you were saying about when you're being obedient to God, it's like, well, in your case, yeah, well, God, I want to dance. Okay, well, you could be a dance teacher. There you go.
Yeah. But it was deeper than just being a dance teacher. It's because I love that. It's the
Mm,
way of me, it's another way of me giving a
okay.
part of who I am and them receiving what it is that they need to receive through whatever it is I do. So
Yeah.
yeah, I think it's deeper than just the dancing. Dancing is good because movement makes you feel good when when you move to music and just letting go. And I think anyone needs to be able to do that, whether it's through whatever type of fitness, whether it's at the gym, movement always makes you feel good. So dance is more just the seed, it's just the foundation of a part of who I am. Like, it's a way of spreading the love, I
Yeah.
suppose. Yeah.
Okay. I like that. Now, this is a big question. What is your go-to song to start dancing?
Ah, it changes all the time.
But
It
what's
changes
but
all the
what's one
time.
that you will never get sick of? Like it's your main go-to, like it always fixes you.
Always fixes me no matter what.
Yeah.
Now, this is something that I probably don't play in my classes, but I
Okay.
do in my own home or in my car.
That's
So
fine.
I love either funky house or old school garage,
Hmm.
and I will play gospel version. So it's like a
Okay.
remix I put up, and I will play it religiously every day, over and over and over and over and over. And I don't know, I get something out of like listening to gospel music myself, and it
Mm.
uplifts me. And I'll literally, if people saw what I would do, I'll literally be playing it 20 times. It's my go-to every time. So yeah, that's my thing that I could just play religiously every single day. Yeah, it's like funky house or old school garage is like my absolute go-to. Yeah. But it's got to be like a mix. Like,
Okay.
the DJ mix, not just a normal, just a song. Yeah, unless
Like
I'm
it has
feeling
to
that.
be like it
But
has to be mixed up in with
yeah, I like
something
the
else. Right.
mixture. It's like an hour long and then I play again. I play it, and I play again. Yeah. Lately, my son has been
Yes.
playing, Candy.
Okay.
Candy by what's the names? Candy. Da, 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 da. What's it
Sweet like
called? By he's
sweet
like
like candy. Is it that
yeah,
one?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
I know which
He's
song you're talking
been
about, but I don't remember the
he
artist's
goes,
name, but I
Mom,
know
do you
you
know this song? I said, of course
are.
I know this song.
So what you
Every
know
black
about this
person
song?
knows this song. Like this
What you
song
know
was
about
played
this
at
song, man?
birthdays, at funerals, at
I don't
like
know about
weddings,
funerals.
everything. No, like it will go on all the time. Like
Wow.
it's a one thing that, and he's like, really? We should
Yeah.
do this for Christmas. I said, well, okay, let's do it then.
All right, let's do it.
Yeah,
Hell
yeah.
yeah. I love that. Now, I wanted to ask, now, when it comes to mental health, right? How do you kind of center yourself from all the busyness and all the noise, right? Because obviously, because obviously dance can take a lot out of you. Being a mother can take a lot out of you. Um, what mental health methods do you have in order to center yourself, in order to reset, to get back to what you got to do?
Being at home, I I need to just be at home. Like when my kids are home, it's different.
Yeah.
But when my kids aren't home, when I'm at home, I'll listen to a podcast or something.
Mhm.
I'll literally go and I'll literally just clean up my whole house and turn it around. Like I like interior designing. And my mom installed this to me. She's like that. And we'll just like do up the whole place and make it look like nice. My best friend said, she goes, your downtime is you clean your whole house out. I'm like, yeah,
Okay.
I'll put some music on or a podcast, especially podcast or
Mm.
something, and it will put in my ears and I'll just go crazy. That's my thing. But also, first thing in the morning is just to sit quietly and
Yeah.
just be still. That's it. But it's got to be like early in the morning. At
Mm.
night, and you'll see me asleep by 8 o'clock. I'm out. I'm done. Yeah.
Oh,
But
especially at
yeah,
our
that's my
age, yeah, it's
go-to.
definitely bedtime at 8 o'clock.
Yeah, but
Oh
that's my
man.
go-to. I
Yeah.
need to, yeah. It stimulates me. It's the things that I listen to also changes my mindset as well because I love mindset. Anything to do with, self-development is my
Hmm.
go-to. I'm a
Oh,
like I love seminars and all that type of stuff. That is like, yes, please. That seminar,
nice.
yeah, I'm there. I just tell me when I'm going. So
Okay.
yeah, I love that stuff.
Well, I love it. Um, well, that's it for me. I've got no other questions. I'm all good. Was there anything you wanted to ask me or anything you wanted to talk about at all before we go?
No, no, I think that was
Okay.
everything. Thank you so much for having me. It's been amazing.
You've
Yeah.
been amazing. You've been amazing as well. Like you were telling me that you were nervous. I'm like, no, you're good.
I was so nervous. People are like, how are you nervous? And trust me, I get nervous sometimes. I get shy and I'm like, "Gotta pick myself up. Okay, it's okay." Yeah.
No, but you are amazing, Jamila. So don't. It's all good. And I do want to say this as well. So I say this to all my guests that if you are chasing what you're doing, if you love doing what you're doing, and you're getting results, whether it's minor or major, and you never give up on what you're doing, then you are a successful person. So you are a successful person, Jamila.
Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Oh, there's one thing that I want to say. I'm
Yes.
like also I'm trying to raise some money up for Jamaica. As you know, Jamaica
Yep.
went through the hurricane. It's been about a couple months now. Hurricane Melissa. So I've got like a link for anyone who wants to donate anything. Just to put that through. I'm gonna have a event on the 10th of January here in Kira, but if anyone's close by, come by. But
Uh-huh.
yeah, so I've got like a link I can send to you if you want to share it out.
Yep.
And yeah, I just love it if anyone could put, even if it's $1, whatever we need, just to send to my family in Clarendon, mainly, and they're also their community as well, because yeah, they're suffering. So that would
Yeah.
be greatly appreciated, 100%.
Absolutely. Yeah. Well, yeah, if you give me the link, I'll definitely share it and then
Awesome.
and yeah, and then I'll be able to help out as best as I can with
Oh,
that
thank
one
you
as
so
well.
much. Appreciate it. That'd be great.
All right. Well, was there anything else?
No, that was the one thing that I just wanted to get out there.
That's
Yeah,
all
yeah.
right. No, that's so good. Did you have fun?
Yeah, I did. This was awesome. This was so good. I could do it again. 100%.
Absolutely. Absolutely. But Jamila, we'll end it here right now. I want to say thank you so much for your time,
Thank you.
and I'm glad you enjoyed today sitting with me. And I want to say thank you for the people that have joined in. And yeah, this will be on Spotify and YouTube as well next week as well.
Fantastic.
So and this that way I'll be doing like shorts and stuff like that as well. And yeah,
Yeah, have a good Christmas and a good
yes,
New Year
Merry
as
Christmas,
well.
Happy New Year, have a safe New
Yeah.
Year, and
Yes. You too.
yeah, we'll definitely speak soon, Jamila. All
All
right.
right then. Much
All
love.
right.
All right. God
Bye,
bless.
everybody.
Bye.